we recently did a study for L'Oreal, and they asked themselves, what are the success drivers for buying our skincare products? And they named us a big list of possible success drivers. Yeah? Success drivers are, is it perceived as being unique? Does it help against aging? A lot of things. Okay? So you ask the respondents in the market research, is this brand unique? Does it help in aging? And then you ask also, do you like to buy it? Yeah? And between these two things you can calculate correlations. Yeah? The more someone thinks, okay, it's unique, the more he buys it. Yeah? If you do so, you get these results. These are correlation with this success drivers. And what you see is here that maybe 80% have a high correlation with the fact that people want to buy the product. Yeah? So if you would interpret the correlation as a causality, so if you would do that, you would have to work on 80% of those factors. But in contrast, it turns out that this conclusion is wrong. But be aware, in today's management, that's how 95% of decisions are made, by looking at correlations. So instead, we applied a multivariate method. In this case, NEUSREL. And we found out that with 3 success drivers, you can explain more than half of the buying decision. Now, just by uniqueness, product performance, and efficacious substances. So it's totally different result. So you ask yourself, why is it? Most of you will know the reason behind that are spurious correlations. And I'll give you an example how spurious correlations evolve. We did a project in banking, so for a German bank, and we analyzed their customer data. And there we found a positive correlation between checking account balance and the loan ownership. So people who have a lot of money in the bank are more likely to have a loan. But we found that the causal effect is the opposite, which is also logic, because people who have money in the bank don't need loans, right? So why is the correlation positive? And it is because of an indirect effect. The indirect effect is that people who have a lot of money in the bank have a high solvency rating. If you have a high solvency rating, you're more likely to get the loan. Yeah? So that's why the correlation is positive, but the actual direct effect is negative. And if you want to acquire causal knowledge, you always have to look at all causes at the same time. This is only possible by using multivariate methods. It's the only way. That's the second learning. So effects with multiple causes, so like this weather example here, effects with multiple causes can only be analyzed by multivariate methods. So we need methods which are multivariate.